If you're shopping for a welder that can handle real work without locking you into one process, you're probably tired of reading spec sheets that promise the world but leave you wondering how it'll actually fit in your shop. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This Miller electric multi-process welder is built for contractors who need MIG, stick, and TIG in one box, but don't want to overspend on features they'll never use. It's not a hobby machine, it's meant for someone who's welding all day and needs something that won't quit when the job runs long. The 208 to 575 volt input range is serious juice, so if you're still stuck on a small 120 volt outlet, this isn't the one for you. But if you've got 3-phase power or a big generator on site, it's ready to go without hunting for adapters. One thing that stands out is the optional Easy Latch running gear. That's not just a fancy name, it's a game changer if you're moving this thing from job to job. Most welders in this class are heavy and awkward to transport, but the Easy Latch lets you roll it like a cart instead of wrestling it into a truck. If you're a one-person shop, that alone can save you half an hour every time you load up. The downside? The running gear is sold separately, so if you skip it, you're stuck with a tank that's harder to move than it needs to be. Another practical point is the multi-process capability. You're not locked into just MIG or just stick, you can switch between them without swapping out entire machines. That's huge when you're on a site where the material changes from steel to aluminum or you need to weld in tight spots where a big MIG gun won't fit. But here's the catch, TIG on this machine is going to be basic. If you're doing precision work or artistic welding, you'll want a dedicated TIG machine with foot controls and AC balance. This one does the job, but it's not a masterpiece. It's a workhorse, not a racehorse. The 575 volt input is overkill for most home garages, but if you're running long leads or welding thick materials on a regular basis, that extra voltage keeps the arc stable without overheating. If you're only doing light fabrication or DIY repairs, you're paying for power you won't use. That's where the value gets tricky. This isn't a cheap machine, but it's not priced like a top-tier industrial unit either. It's in the sweet spot for small to mid-size contractors who need reliability without the bells and whistles of a full-blown shop welder. One thing to watch out for is the setup. If you're not familiar with 3-phase power or high-voltage inputs, you'll need an electrician to get this running safely. The manual is thorough, but it's not a plug-and-play situation. If you're used to plugging a welder into a standard outlet, this will feel like overkill and you might end up frustrated trying to make it work in the wrong environment. So who should buy this? If you're a contractor who's tired of swapping machines mid-job, or you need a welder that can handle MIG, stick, and basic TIG without breaking the bank, this is a solid pick. It's built to last, easy to move with the right gear, and versatile enough to cover most jobs you'll throw at it. If you're a hobbyist or only weld occasionally, you'd be better off with something smaller and cheaper. And if you're doing high-end TIG work or need a machine that's truly portable without extra parts, look elsewhere. The bottom line is this, Miller's name carries weight for a reason. This welder isn't trying to be everything to everyone, it's built for contractors who need one machine to do multiple jobs, day in and day out. It's not the cheapest option, but it's not the most expensive either. If you've got the power set up to handle it and the need for versatility, it's worth the investment. Check it out on Amazon using the link in the description if it fits your needs.